This is the four-dimensional logo for the Empire of Mathematics, the symbol of united numbers worldwide. Our beloved clock is perhaps the greatest invention the world has ever seen. The 12-hour clock can be traced as far back as ancient Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. As the historian Lewis Mumford once noted, it was therefore the clock, not the steam engine, that was the most important machine of the Industrial Revolution. All throughout the world, you will see huge clock towers in the most well-known cities, from the heart of London to the heart of Mecca. Imagine if all our physical and digital clocks were taken away from us. How would the laborers know when to clock in and clock out of the workplace? How would the students know how long they have to complete their examinations? How would the doctors and dentists schedule appointments with large multitudes of patients? How would the public transport systems organize their departures and arrivals? I ask you, how would you know what time to send your children to bed? The greatest invention of all time, multi-dimensionally active across the United Nations, the lighter that initiated the spreading wildfire of technology, our beloved clockwork. The hands of the clock move according to shadows cast by the sun. The arrangement of the 12 numbers used to measure time is based on the constellation of stars and 12 lunar months. Its perfect circular shape also resembles the full moon. Therefore, the sun, the moon, and even the stars are reference points in the universal clock. The world-renowned American astrologer known as Carl Sagan once said space and time are intertwined. You cannot look into space without looking back into time. It is also worth mentioning how the world's biggest and most influential religions have adapted so well to the clock, and they have incorporated it for a greater good. The Hindus have begun using the clock to help them keep track of Vedic astrology, which is used to anticipate events and atmospheres. The Muslims have begun using the clock to keep track of the prayer times for their 5 daily prayers, and they no longer need to look towards the sky. The followers of Christ have built churches with wonderful extravagant clocks outside of them, and the holy book of Sikhism, which was released shortly after the invention of the atomic clock, mentions that as long as the days and nights of one's life lasts, the clock strikes hours, minutes, and seconds. The greatest invention, the most significant, what if we could make it even greater than it already is? Here you will see what is known as the clever clock, all the ingredients in the secret recipe of clockwork on one platter for your viewing pleasure. Study its components or appreciate its wholeness, the religions, the inventions, the color spectrum, the classic astronomy and theology. Study its components or appreciate its wholeness. The clever clock is not half-hearted like its competitors, that's what makes it clever. The best clock in the clock market, surely you will find majesty in the rewards of repetition and longevity. Grow with the clever clock and blossom with righteousness. Check out our website and read the free ebook How to Use the Clever Clock if you wish to learn more. Thank you for your time.